Chapter 131. Begin with Rengoku younger brother Senjuro saying, "I'm sure Giyu-san thinks his death would be a good thing. I know how that feels so much that it hurts. How you want someone precious to you to survive longer than you do. And if that person dies earlier, or dies protecting you, then it feels like your flesh is being gouged out." In Giyu, past Sabito was the boy who trained me on Mount Sagiri. It was a mysterious experience. Those two were supposedly already dead. But they helped me. I understand Sabito went through final selection together with Giyu. If he'd survived, he'd be about the same age as Giyu is now. That's really incredible. All selection. He saved everyone. I couldn't do that. I was too busy defending myself. If Sabito had lived, he would have been an incredible swordsman. That must be another reason why Giyu thinks it would have been better if he had died instead. Tanjiro said, "I understand because I thought the same thing." Rengoku protected us at the cost of his life. He was an incredible person. He was kinder and stronger than anyone else. He was amazing to the end. I thought that it might have been better if I died instead of Rengoku. That Rengoku might someday have been able to defeat Muzan. But that time Inosuke said he believed in us. So don't worry about anything other than living up to that. Tanjiro condoling himself and said, Yeah, that's right. That's right. But what should I say to Giyu? No matter how wretched or ashamed you feel, you have to keep living. Giyu doesn't see it himself, but he has become a HASHIRA. He must have driven himself hard, struggled on his way up and suffered a lot. I don't know much about Giyu, so I won't criticize him, but there's one thing I must ask no matter what. Giyu? Oh, he won't stop. Giyu? Don't you want to make use of the gift that Sabito gave you? After hearing Sabito name Giyu remember his past, Sabito slapped Giyu, and Giyu said, "Sabito!" Sabito said, "Don't you ever say that you wish that you had died again. If you do, we're through. I won't be your friend. Your older sister was getting married the next day, and yet she hid and protected you from a demon, you and no one else. So don't disrespect her death like that. You better stay alive. Your sister sacrificed her life to save yours and to give you a future. So you must carry on living. Giyu." Giyu said, "That hurt." I remember the shock and pain of Sabito striking my cheek vividly. Why did I forget that exchange with Sabito? It's important. I didn't want to remember because my tears would never stop. When I did remember, I was so sad that I couldn't do anything. Tsutako, Sabito, I'm sorry I'm so immature. After that, Giyu becomes silent. Tanjiro said in mind, he isn't reacting at all. Oh no, was I too mean? He already seemed pretty depressed. Did I just make things worse? I know. Maybe we could have an eating contest, and if I win, he has to cheer himself up and train me. I still don't have permission to return to active duty, so we can't spar. He doesn't like to talk, but you don't need to talk during an eating contest. It's a great idea. Giyu looking at Tanjiro and said, "Tanjiro, I'm Lighty. I have lessons too." Tanjiro said, "Hey Giyu, wanna have a soba eating contest?" Giyu said, "Why?" Then we saw that Giyu and Tanjiro eating ramen noodles. Then scene shifted to the Butterfly Mansion. The HASHIRA training continued at full force with Giyu's participation. Meanwhile, we saw Shinobu. Shinobu going to praying place. Shinobu said, "Be calm. It's all right. Help me calm down. Only the immature can't control their emotions, so I guess I'm immature." She want to calm down, but we can see madness on her face. Shinobu trying to calm down. Kanao entered the room and said, "Master, you're back. I'm going to train with the wind HASHIRA." Shinobu replied, "Oh." Kanao said, "Can I train with you after the stone HASHIRA?" Shinobu said, "I can't participate in the HASHIRA training this time." Kanao said, "Huh? Why not?" Shinobu said, "Kanao, come here." Kanao came and sit before Shinobu, and Kanao said blessingly, "I want to train with you more, master." Shinobu become surprised and Aslo become happy. Shinobu said, "Kanao, you've gotten much better at speaking your mind. It is a good sign. So now is the right time? Kanao seemed confused. Shinobu said, "Let's talk about how to kill the demon who killed my sister, Kanai." Scene shifted to Tamayo Mansion. We saw Tamayo researching about something, and she noticed something. We see it is Kasugai Crow, and it said, "Good evening, Tamayo. It's dangerous to leave your window open at night, still. The moon is beautiful tonight. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kagaya Ubuyashiki's messenger. You're very good at hiding. While I was trying to find you, my master lost his ability to move." Tamayo seemed confused and said, "How did you know I was here?" Kasugai Crow said, "I followed a human trail. I identified the former owner of this house, from whom you bought it. And then, during the day, I took control of Yushiro's sense of sight. I have some training, but I'm just a crow, so no one is that wary of me. Relax. I have no intention of harming you two." Tamayo said, "Then what is it you want?" Kasugai Crow said, I understand why you're suspicious. It will be tough to win your trust, like Tanjiro did." Tamayo said, "What are his intentions? Is Ubuyashiki trying to trick me? Where is Yushiro?" Kasugai Crow said, "There's no need to worry about her. See? You can hear her running. Now, let's discuss my business. There is a child in the Demon Slayer Corps who is also knowledgeable about demon physiology and pharmacology. We'd like you two to study Nezuko's transformation together. Will you work with us to defeat Muzan Kibutsuji? Come to Ubuyashiki Mansion, please." Tamayo seemed seared and said, "Go to the Demon Slayer Corps hideout, even though I am demon?" Chapter 132. Begin with, Tanjiro has fully recovered, and he's fully participating in the HASHIRA training he long hoped for. Tengen said, "Hey, long time no see. I heard you fought an upper-rank demon again. You're lucky to still be in one piece. Now let's knock that sluggish body awake." Tanjiro said, "Okay, I'll give it my all." Makio said, "Oh my." Suma said, "It's been a while. You finally came." Hinatsuru said, "Eat up!" After about 10 days, he got permission to go to the site of the next HASHIRA scene shift in Muichiro's mansion. Muichiro said, "Yes, that's it. You're faster than before, Tanjiro. Make your muscles transition from tense to relaxed, smoother, good, like that. That way your physical strength will last longer. The movement of your legs and hips flows perfectly. You can go on to the next HASHIRA, Tanjiro." Tanjiro said, "Already." Muichiro said, "Yes." Tanjiro said, "But it's only been 5 days." Muichiro said, "Huh?" Muichiro said, "Well, you're performing exactly as I told you." Tanjiro said, "Huh?" Person 1 said, "We've been here 2 weeks." Person 2 said, "So can we also—" Muichiro said, "What are you talking about? Not you guys. After you finish working on your swing, you have lessons in striking until the practice dummy breaks." They all seemed disappointed. Person 1 said, "The difference between us." Person 2 said, "Es incredible." Scene shifted in Kanroji's mansion. Mitsuri said, "It's good to see you, Tanjiro. Come on in." Tanjiro said, "Long time no see. I'm glad to see you looking so well." Mitsuri said, "You too, Tanjiro." Tanjiro said, "I smell the pleasing scent of honey." Mitsuri said, "Oh, you noticed? That's right. If you put honey on your pancake, it's insanely delicious." Tanjiro said, "And slather on the butter. Tea is at 3. Mitsuri said, "I'll make pancakes, so look forward to it." Tanjiro rambling about tea and pancakes. For Kanroji's training, everyone wore these outfits, and they learned to dance to the music, but the flexibility exercises were hell. It was mostly stretching via brute force. Iguro said, "Tanjiro Kamado, I've been waiting for you." Tanjiro said, "I'm looking for Ward to—" Iguro said, "Shut up or I'll kill you." Tanjiro said, "Huh, P." Iguro said, "I heard about you from Kanroji. She says you had quite a lot of fun in training." The two exchanged letters. Iguro said, "I won't go easy on you like Kanroji did." Tanjiro rumbling about from the very start. "He totally hates me." Iguro said, I'm going to have you swing your sword while avoiding these obstacles. Tanjiro said, Is this an execution chamber? Did these people commit some sort of crime? After thinking, Iguro said, Yes, that's right. The crime of being weak, the crime of not learning, the crime of being a pain in the butt, and the crime of irritating me. Tanjiro said, Uh-oh, this is bad. And so the extremely horrible training began. He used a wooden sword, but hitting them would still cause great injury. Iguro's attacks weave between these poor course members. It's really dangerous. Because of his style, his attacks bend in strange ways. Tanjiro get hurt, then Iguro said, Too slow. He has a wooden sword like me, so why does it bend so much? His attacks bend in strange ways, just like a snake. What makes it even harder is, I can hear their voices when I aim between them. They said, Please, 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 don't hit us. I can really hear them, and it breaks my heart. My hands shook with nerves like never before. If I'm not incredibly accurate, it'll be a disaster. But after 4 days, I was able to strike more accurately than ever before. I could dodge Iguro's blows and launch my own attacks too. When an attack struck and cut the hem of Iguro's haori, he said my training was over. Iguro said, All right, die you scum, and don't get too friendly with Kanroji. Tanjiro said, I was sad that he still hated me. Thank you. And why? Tanjiro said, Was Shinazu, Gawa's dojo this way? No, go right at that corner, bird brain. Oh, that's where we turn right. Then all of a sudden, Zenitsu came in front of Tanjiro and they all started screaming. Zenitsu said, Ah! Help me escape! Tanjiro, 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 why? I can't take it anymore. It's impossible. Finally ran away. I crawled up the fence and disappeared like a lizard. My life is in danger. They'll kill me. Tanjiro said, Escape? From what? Then Tanjiro saw someone and said, Ugh. Then Sanemi grabbed Zenitsu's head and Zenitsu started screaming. Sanemi said, Choose, return to training, or die. Zenitsu said, Have mercy. And Zenitsu started screaming and Tanjiro said, Calm down. Sanemi said, Silence, and hit Zenitsu, carry him. Tanjiro said, Oh, okay, sorry, Zenitsu, let's both do our best. Tanjiro said, Long time no see, today I start training with you. I'm looking forward to this. Sanemi said, Don't get carried away. I don't like you. Tanjiro said, That's totally fine. I don't like you either. You stabbed Nezuko. After saying that, Tanjiro running with carrying Zenitsu. Sanemi said, Of all the nerve. Gawa's training was so grueling that I understood why Zenitsu got like that. It was a simple striking exercise where I would attack Shinazu Gawa. Each session continued without rest until I vomited blood and passed out. Even Iguro gave me more breaks. When he woke up, Zenitsu cursed me like I had slain his parents. Oh, ow, ow, sorry. Shinazu. Gawa was especially hard on me. If I lost concentration for even a moment, I'd get seriously injured and end up back in recovery. Tanjiro seen all beat up. That was pretty bad for a first day. I was a mess, covered in vomit, and about to lose confidence. Genya said, Sanemi, wait. Tanjiro said, Genya's voice? Tanjiro seeking behind the wall. Genya said, I want to speak with you. Sanemi said, You just don't give up. I don't have a little brother. If you don't knock it off, I'll kill you. Genya seemed terrifying and Tanjiro listening their conversation. And that how chapter finished. Make sure hit a like and comment, and also make sure subscribe in our channel.